Welcome to this very special edition of the KJ Masterclass Live, the show which ensures that you profit from your time spent here with experts, either through their industry insights, information, or simply learning from them. And today we have Belle Kim. She is an entrepreneur, author, advocate for inclusion, 2 decades of experience transforming lives through her Life Trilogy framework. She's founder of Univella Community Care and Univella Family Take Care. Welcome to the show, Belle.
Thank you, AJ. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Welcome
Yeah,
to the show. Welcome to India in this online form, Belle. And I'm sure not just in India, but a lot of people across the globe will benefit from what we are going to talk right now. We'll be understanding about inclusion, about purpose driven success, and how to do that. We'll talk about all this. But before
definitely.
that, Belle, let's talk a bit about your journey, your background, so that people know who they are listening to.
Sure. I'm living in Australia at the moment. I'm originally from South Korea, and I came here year 2000. So 24 hours of living in Australia as Asian Australian. So I was doing my high school and uni in here, completing my postgraduate as well as a graduate diploma in education. And I met one person to spend my life with. So I got married and had a 6 years of gap. Then I started my journey of different stream than I used to do because of my children. I had like my children, 3 children, very close after get married. So after that, I starting to realize that I want to help my children. I want to understand my children what they are doing. So try to understand that journey. So my eyes open to early childhood because I needed to understand their journey as well. So I studied early childhood from the scratch. Then I starting my entrepreneurship as a family daycare operator. So I had that journey, and additionally, I put the support through the people with disability as well. So we have those the whole group of setting that support the community with like mainstream and disability sector as well. So yeah, just a long story short, yeah. I introduced myself.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, one big lesson that your whole journey, has taught you. What biggest lesson have you learned from your own journey, Belle?
I must say, don't give up. Like where I am now, you need to consistently learning, consistently reflecting yourself and come up this far. But also don't be shy to receive other people's help within this journey so that you need to include other people's idea, or you need to really learn from other people. I always emphasize this the importance of self-care, gratitude, and also consistency. So make within those sector, and also inclusion is really big play for me. So I noticed that without inclusion, we are lack of our learning, knowledge, and the we are getting to see other people's journey without sympathy or empathy, and putting their situation in our shoes. So when I do my disability support, inclusion is really big thing because you need to understand their point of view and their living style and also their journey of their life.
Absolutely, absolutely, Belle. Now, to understand from you, you champion diversity, building communities. Uh, what does that mean? Means diversity. How do you see? Is there room for diversity? Yesterday, only a new administration came in the U.S. a lot of people thinking this whole diversity, include equity and inclusion, that is being challenged everywhere.
Mm,
How does this look like in Australia, that is where you are doing a lot of
mm,
work? Is it that people do not have a different understanding of diversity or inclusion that you talk about? Help us a bit understand
mm.
from your point of view, how do you see it?
Yeah,
How do you see community building as such?
yeah. In my point of view, inclusion, diversity is understanding one person as a whole. Like once we talk about multicultural, Australia is really multicultural country at the moment. We can see lots of different nations coming through to this country, but at the same time, everyone are living in the same way of living. I mean, culturally different, educational wise, different, and their understanding of culture and the Australian culture all are different. However, as a human being, as a ethical human being and moral um, aspects, it's the same. Like we are only human ourselves, and I see my children in our service, children in care, and also my own children. They are very unique person. So we see the one person as a unique body, and because of the unity that we have, and also because of they are very unique, we can make a harmony with each other. So we learn about that harmony, harmonizing each other's and complementing each other's, and also combining those sector views and different perspectives brings different inspiration too. So once you have that knowledge, or you have that feel, you will go for the inclusion, and you will feel the inclusion is not that far away, and differentiate with the some race or gender or anything. You just accept who they are. Like you are beautiful as who you are. That types.
Absolutely, absolutely, Bell. So let's look at communities. When we
Mm,
talk of building inclusive communities,
mm,
uh, in several places we see that communities themselves can become so closed, thought
mm,
process wise,
yeah.
that they can shun the individual away. And many
Mm,
places it has happened that
mm,
individuals uh, were forced to move out because of the not
mm,
being able to gel with the community, because of the
mm.
ideas they were carrying. The new generation wants to look at all these ideas in a new way, and
That's right.
then that individual becomes much more self-reliant,
Mm,
and then
yeah.
they do not look at community the same way.
Mm,
How do you make sure that the community uh, is also taking care of the individual aspirations,
mm,
their ideas, as well as the individual also feels individualistic enough but also inclusive enough being part of the community? How do you
mm,
see it? Is it how is this community building changing? Are there are the requirements of the community and individual the same? How do you bind them together so that there is not much of a difference? Or is it that communities can be different, individuals can be different, and still
mm,
everything can come together? What is your
mm.
perspective on this?
My perspectives is, as you mentioned, that everyone has a different perspectives, and also this is my perspectives that present myself, how I act, and how I role model to my children, and how I role model to my community is all different. But I emphasize the continuity of learning, continuity of education will help us to be on the right pathway, and also reflection, that we also need to look at us as a critically. So sometimes we need to look at us in the bird eye view, that what we are doing, what we can do to include other people's opinion. How can we accept that opinion as it is. Sometimes if we know that their opinion is different, we slow down, like, oh, your opinion is different, and I don't believe that. Like, we don't accept what that is as they are. So i I think that role modeling of the generation, this current generation to next generation, is very important. And also educating is important fact, because once we deliver those legacy through, and it will change the all the generational aspects too. And now I notice that if we don't change those perspectives to the diversity, it can't really digest those. We don't have a tolerance of this inclusion and also diversity. And it's because I came here when I was in grade 11. It was quite different. Back then we didn't have much Asian. We only had a grocery store in Australia. Now it's like hundreds. But we only had a certain numbers of multicultural aspects. But now we are developing those the perspectives and also the inputs to the society. It changes a lot. And if we set the right model, and if we set the role model for ourselves, and change from us as a first human being, it will give the different like a younger generation a chance to grow in the right pathway.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tell us a bit about Unibella Community Care and Unibella Family Daycare. What? Tell us a bit about this.
Yeah, Univella Family Daycare was the first business I opened. So my entrepreneurship starts from my needs, and I wanted to have my work at home to look after my children as well as I earn money. So I started my family daycare service as the tool of my source of income, and like butter and bread, I must say. So, and within those time, I was struggling a lot in the beginning to establish my service, because I'm only one person who's doing it, and I never done the business before, and the learning curve was so hard. But I just need to be there, as a responsible person. I just need to be there, walk through the journey. And I found the gap between mainstream and disability sector, because our educators were struggling when they get the additional needs children into our family daycare. So I starting to notice, oh, what if I have the NDIS, which is the National Disability Insurance Scheme in Australia, the what if I have a disability support service next to family daycare? It will complement each other. So I was going to, I was not really think about another business setup, but purely the second business comes along from the first business need. So that was working hard, and it's been 4 years after two businesses. So I'm spreading my wings to other, like, coaching business, and also try to find out the way that I can also support other people of thinking different things and different perspectives.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what is your Life Trilogy framework?
Yeah, I had a chance to write a book with Brian Tracy. He is like amazing author and motivational speaker, and he is very known in the business industry and as a sales and marketing. And I was thinking of writing a book with him. Then I had to pick the topic, but because I didn't have a business background, I didn't know what to write. So I was starting to write my journey of my life. So when I was starting my business why I started my business, and what makes me keep it going, and also now what am I doing, why I'm doing this to bring my service. So Life Trilogy have 3 stages of people's life. So first stage is what I want to stage, and second stage what I have to stage, and third stage what I've called to stage. Each stage has a different learnings. First stage, you are talking about myself. When children is very young, they think, oh, it's mine. That's me. All the things are according to my needs. But when you turn up to what I have to stage, you're starting to learning about different people, thinking about different people, understanding about different people, learning about patience, learning about responsibility. You move on with the responsibility and find a good source of what you are good at. And also you are learning that, educating that space so that you can live your life purposefully. So in your what I've called to stage, you are living your purpose with your purpose, as you do with this masterclass, KAJ masterclass. You are living in your purpose, like try to give the audience a value, and you are thinking of those big picture of audience growing their businesses, and listen to your radio or listen to your podcast, thinking of those projection of their success. And all these things are in the third stage of our lives. So in when you meet the third stage, you can go back to first stage, but also at the same time, because you learn so much in the second stage, you have those good foundation in there to move on to your life purposefully. So that's what it is. And this is the book.
Okay. Hang
Yeah,
on. Yes.
yeah.
Okay, this is the book. Great. Can you show
Yeah,
it well? Yes. So that yes.
yeah,
Great.
it's called Cracking the Business Mastery Code, and I contribute one chapter for that, and other co-authors amazing as well. So we have like 23 authors in that book, and I met them like the partial meeting in November last year at San Diego with Brian Tracy, and of course with the publishers. It was amazing experience, and I would like to like really encourage people to try new things, because this one was my new thing. And this is the new opportunity comes in when you open your eyes. And because I'm ordinary person with open heart, I get the opportunity, seeking for opportunity. And I'm sharing with you, this is a great opportunity that I'm having, and I feel so thankful to you, AJ. It's amazing that, yeah, it's just amazing. It's a blessing for us. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Bell, one thing you talk about, purpose driven success.
Mm.
Do you think you are living your purpose driven success? How do you see it?
Yeah, I haven't reached out all the purpose that I have got. Like I'm still my best day will come, and best day not yet come. So I'm still living it, but finally I didn't have much dream when I was young, and I didn't have any goals in my head. But daily living and one day at a time, it really increase my capacity, increase my ability to think forward, and also at the same time, my value grows. So in within that space, purposeful life is when you live your life fully. That is your purpose. That is what you're meant to do. And if you can help others within your space, love others, that is the big thing in your life. And once you set your example to others, the life changes. I'm working with mental health as well. I had like really a great experience with one of my clients. I She suffered with 30 years of mental health issues. And I went in there without knowing what I'm stepping into. That was hard. So I put so much effort, so much love into it, so much care with my heartful um, actions. Then, after 2 years, almost after 2 years, she's starting to accept love. She's starting to appreciate what she can accept. So, people changing with your actions. And I strongly received that, oh, this is my calling. This is my desire to serve others, support others, and also educating others and help with my experiences. And some people may think that, oh, this is the easy talk, but I'm just talking about my 24 years within Australian life in 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So I was trying very hard, but at the same time, I had a really gracious life in Australia. Thankful for that. And also I'm going ahead of what I have. So like every day is challenge, but every day with a gratitude, you move forward.
Absolutely. We are, that's the way to go, move forward, and life will take you where you want to be. There is so much to learn from you, Bell, and
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people would want to learn more from you, about what you are doing, be a part of it. What's the best way for them to connect with you?
Yeah, they can contact me via my email address, bellkim, BELLKIM, at bellkim.au, BELLKIM.au, just .au. So I'm more than happy to have a conversations. My coaching course is coming up within this year. So I have many ways to approach as well. So stay in tune. We can connect. And also, I can come anytime if you call me again so that we can connect each other. And thank you for the great opportunity in here. And your audience are blessed to have this amazing station that present all the good people around the world and giving this opportunity to share their knowledge. If they do if they can do that, it is amazing learning for the audience as well. And I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. With this, it's a wrap on this very special edition of the KJ Masterclass Live. Thank you so much indeed for joining
Thank
us.
you.